channel. I wanted to do a video about some things I pack with me when I go moto camping. I try to go camping a couple times a year when I go out riding. Just to start with, I have a Tourmaster Luggage, which is pretty huge. It has, it's just a very deep well inside of it. You can pack a lot of stuff. This is enough for 2 people really. Side pockets, more pockets up here, and then you have more in here. And this actually drops down if you get a high enough level of clothes or what have you. And then there actually is a little packing case here. You can put like maps in or information. It's actually pretty nice. I've used it quite a bit. Also, it came with like a cooler, which is actually pretty nice. I've used it a couple times. It depends on how far I'm going, how long I'm staying, whether I pack it or not. I might need the room. But that's just one of the things. This is my 2015 Street Line Special. I won't throw this on there. I just wanted to show you what it was. Also, let's see. So, sleeping bag. This is a Sea to Summit dry bag. I actually do have a sleeping bag that I actually got from Dick's Sporting Goods in here. It is a 50-degree sleeping bag, so I don't typically sleep in really cold weather. I have woke up and it'd be 40+ degrees. I was on the Blue Ridge Parkway, so it wasn't bad. Other stuff, I use a sleeping pad. It is the Nemo Cosmo, the 25L, which is it's actually 3.5 inches thick. I had a thermarest. I actually still have a thermarest, but it was like 1.5 inch thick. So this gave me a little bit more cushion. It's not self-inflating, but it does have a little pump in it. This is actually what it looks like. Here's a little headrest, and it's actually quite long. Just to kind of get an idea how long it is. And I'm sorry, this is actually the pump, not the headrest. The headrest is right here once it's inflated, because this is upright. But it's actually really nice. It actually compacts so small to fit in this bag, which is actually really nice. That's why I bought it. My Sea to Summit was a lot thicker, plus you didn't have as much cushion to lay down on. This is much better. Also, obviously the tent. I found a Mountainsmith Genesee, I believe that's how you say it. It's a 4-person, it's lightweight, it's less than 6 ounces. Excuse me, not less than 6, less than 7 ounces. It's like a backpacking tent. I've used this several times. Camping on Blue Ridge Parkway, Natchez Trace Parkway, Arkansas, Tennessee. I'll be camping in South Dakota this year. I'm actually going to do a 1K in a day, or I think there's another association called Saddle Sore, I think is what it is. But I'm going to do the 1K in a day. Some other stuff. I have a pillow, which is a Sea to Summit. You can see how small this is. You put in your pocket. very easy to compact and put together. You know, you just open it up, inflate it, like so, and you're gonna let the air out. Just take both latches and let the air out. But get it all situated first, but that's kind of what it looks like. But this is super comfortable. I love it. I've had 2 other pillows which were cheaper, but they just didn't give me the neck support that I needed. But this is great. Another thing is I make sure there's a bathhouse. So I always carry my towels with me, which are dry fit towels, camping towels really. Any kind of wash rags, stuff like that. I'll just stop at Walmart. You can get a 18 pack for right around $4, which is really cheap, and I just throw them away when I'm done with them, obviously. Other thing is like when it's cold out, I do have heated grips on my bike that I installed, which helps out a lot. I do not have a heated seat. Hopefully I can in the future. I know a lot of people don't like to ride in the cold weather, but I don't mind it as long as I have the right gear. I wear like long johns, you know, some heavy, medium weight long johns. Also, I'll carry these hot hands. I'll have the hand warmers, and then I'll put these on my socks sometimes. They work great because they don't require any air, and man, do they get really hot, but they're great. Coffee, gotta have coffee. I gotta have a cup of coffee every day. Gotta get me up and going and alert. This is a Jetboil, which is phenomenal. It has the ability to give you a French press, and everything comes together. As your butane, burner, stand. It'll heat water up and boiling in 2 minutes. If I can remember how to do this. So basically, yeah, you just put the French press screen together, and once its water's boiled, throw the coffee in it and just strain it down real slow, and then put the top back on, and you pour yourself a cup of coffee. What I use is for like a cup. I bought some C2 Summit bowl and cup combo. This works great. Never had any problems with it. I've never really used the bowl. Never had any reason to, but I mean, it seems like it worked just as well. Usually I wash these, like I'll bring a little sponge that I already put like dried dishwashing liquid on it, and I put it in a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bags are key. I keep bringing extra Ziploc bags just in case, you never know. Extra garbage bag, like to put my clothes in that are, you know, you're out on the road forever, you're out for a week, they're gonna stink. So get you a little lemon scented garbage bag, and that'll help keep down the smell. With the tent, when I'm putting down the stakes, I brought like a little hammer. It's not great, but it's, you know, it's better than a little cheapo that I got from Walmart. It has a knife, file, I think it has a can opener, maybe. And you know, a little hammer, pliers. I don't know, I didn't pay much for it, but it's nice to have. Some other things that I might consider taking is a tarp. I actually have a tarp pole. I have used this in the past. Sometimes I don't. It's just that if I know where I'm going and I got, you know, trees to where I can, you know, tie this to, sometimes you don't always have that. That's why I don't use a hammock. You just don't know what you're going to have sometimes. Sometimes you might get told that there's trees, but maybe they're not close enough together, and you have enough space to just really hang and relax, and which is kind of frustrating. So that's why I always just bring a tent. I know other people like to have the hammocks, which is great. I would like to do that, but maybe in the future. Some other stuff is I like to, when I'm camping and you're out riding, you know, I always bring Bugslide with me, because your motorcycle won't get like ate up with bugs, like just caked on there. And I've been out in South Dakota, Blue Ridge Parkway, and just been bombed with bugs. So it's nice to have, for sure. Just clamp your bike. You want to be able to see at night if you ride at night, which I do most of the time. Other things that I probably want to mention is like, it's not really related to camping per se, but I do, have a tool roll that I actually take. It's actually a nice one. Let me actually get that for you. This is my tool roll. I believe I bought it from Revzilla. It was only $40. It's Stockton Tool Company, and it's great. I mean, I've only used it twice. I actually didn't even use it on my bike. I used it on somebody else's. But I mean, for what you get, $40. I mean, they may not be the best tools, but they're good enough to get you where you need to go. But in my experience of using them, they've been fantastic. I mean, you have fuses, which I've actually used before on somebody else's bike. But I mean, this is for $40. I mean, you got socket wrenches and pliers, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, Torx wrenches, fuses, black electrical tape. I mean, it's more than enough, really. But then again, is there always enough? So that is that. I also bring like a small air compressor with me, because you just never know when you might need it. I actually bought the Harley one. I was a little skeptical, because a lot of times when you buy those small air compressors, they're not that great, but this one turned out to be phenomenal. This is it. It's actually quite nice. Nice and compact. You don't plug it into the cigarette lighter. You actually plug it directly into the battery. And it works phenomenal. I mean, it is quick. I'm shocked. But I highly recommend it. The only thing I don't like about it is when you turn it on, this light comes on, which is LED, and it is blinding. It's great to have, but you can't turn it off unless you turn off the air compressor. But that's my only beef with it. It does come with an extension if you need that, just to tie into the built-in hose, which it's really nice to have. Peace of mind. You might say I'm taking too much stuff, but I'd rather have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. So as far as like flashlights, I do bring a flashlight, an LED flashlight, just a small compact one. Going from the bathhouse, from my tent. Another thing is like recently, last May, well, a year ago, I was in Tennessee, and I actually decided to bring a fan because I knew it was going to be 90 plus degrees at night, so I didn't know how hot it was going to be. Well, it worked perfect. It was a $10 fan. I believe I got it at Walmart. It takes a couple D batteries. Highly recommended. I can't sleep when it's hot. I'll actually take a cold shower from the bathhouse and get in the tent, turn it on, and pass out. Works great. I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully I didn't go over some of this stuff too fast, or I could have missed something. Who knows? These are just some of the things that I like to take with me. You might have, I just thought, I know a lot of people post stuff about their camping, and I'm always interested in, what people are bringing, and I thought I'd share what I like to bring. Like I said, I'll probably overpack, but I don't know. I just feel like there's no such thing, because you never know what you're going to need, and you know from experience from camping. I'm trying to think some other stuff that I might have forgotten. Tools, man. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as like clothes and stuff, I mean, I roll my clothes just like probably most people do. But yeah. Oh, with the coffee, I don't carry water with me. I do bring the coffee in a Ziploc bag, and if I want creamer with it, I'll bring that too. But I just stop and get water. You can get a gallon of water from a Walmart or most grocery stores for less than $1. So if I don't use it all, I usually give it to somebody. If somebody's in the same campsite. Campsites, I do highly recommend staying at places that are family owned. They're just much better. A lot of state owned places, I'm not saying all of them are like that, but a lot of them are just not well maintained, or they only have like one shower in the bathhouse, which is in my experience, or they're, like I said, they're just not well maintained. But the ones that are family owned, like the owners are on site, man, those are the best, and they take care of you. I've stayed on the Blue Ridge at a place that was family owned in Arkansas. Same thing. They were fantastic, and I'll put links in the description about as much of this stuff as I can. The other thing is, it's like a lot of this stuff. I'm pretty cheap. So I'll find something, check it out, kind of like my sleeping pad, sleeping pad. This was $140. I didn't pay that. I only paid $50 for it because I always look for the better deal. I'm a Black Friday shopper, and what I mean by that is, like, I don't go out to the stores. I just click done. Go to find something online. It's there. It's just if you don't mind taking the time and researching for it. I got this on sale. I got all this stuff on sale. This is an $80 tool bag I got for $40, so it was 50% off. I did not get my luggage on sale, just because of the timing. But if you can wait until winter, wait till Black Friday, it's always 50% off. Every time I've ever been to a Harley dealership and I walk in, the first thing I see, 50% off luggage. And obviously it doesn't have to be Harley luggage. Mine's not. I mean, Tourmaster, Kurakin, whatever, what have you. You can find it 50% off during the winter, obviously. I think that's pretty much it. This is my first video of actually talking this much. I usually just ride and voice over or something like that. But like I said, I'll have more videos in the future. I'm doing the 1K in a day, starting on May 30th. I'm in Kentucky, so I'll be going from Kentucky all the way to South Dakota, Oklahoma, which is right there on Missouri River, across from Chamberlain, South Dakota. And if you've ever been that way, you saw the statue of the Navajo lady over on the left, the metal statue, which is beautiful. And I'm staying in that area, and then I'll next day go into Spearfish. um, so I can do some fishing. But that's the other thing, I do like to fish. I take a, one second. I take a telescoping fishing pole with me, and I do have fly rod that I recently got into, so I will take that as well because it's just compact. But this just extends out the spinning reel. I know a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people do this or not actually, but I enjoy doing it. But like this will just expand out, and this is a Zepco 33 for those who fish regularly. They know it's a great rod. It's a great one to definitely learn on. But when you're trying to fish and ride motorcycles at the same time, this is perfect, you know, because it's compact, as well as I have a Temple Outfitters fly rod, and I'll be taking that with me to South Dakota to do some fly fishing. But I think that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, just let me know, leave some comments. Like I said, this is the first time actually doing something like this, so hopefully I did all right. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, forget anything. I'm sure I probably did. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Again, I hope you enjoy.